morning. It's Monday, March 31st. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Wax Wake Up. I'm Natasha Sweet. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has rejected an effort to stop Elon Musk from distributing $2 million to voters ahead of Tuesday's Supreme Court election.
I should say that the reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention. It's like we need to get attention, and it's somewhat inevitably when I do these things, it causes the legacy media to kind of lose their minds.
Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul argued the donation violated state law by offering something of value to sway voting behavior. The court's decision allowed Musk to proceed with his planned event where he handed out checks to voters who signed a petition against activist judges. The election pits conservative Brad Schimmel, backed by Musk and Trump, against liberal Susan Crawford, supported by Obama. The outcome could significantly impact future elections and Musk's influence in politics. The Prime Minister of Denmark is scheduled to visit Greenland amid growing U.S. interest in the Arctic island.
I think a lot of Americans wonder, why does Greenland matter so much? Why does the mission of this base matter so much to the American people? And I learned a lot about that today myself. Of course, you can read about it in a book, but I saw it up close and personal. And if, God forbid, to my fellow Americans, if a missile was fired from an enemy country or an enemy submarine into the United States, it is the people here before us who would give notice to our brave men and women further south.
Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen will visit Greenland on April 2nd to meet with Greenland's new Prime Minister. The visit will focus on strengthening Denmark's bond with Greenland. Vance recently became the first sitting U.S. Vice President to visit Greenland. Trump has repeatedly suggested the U.S. acquisition of the island is a necessity for national security reasons. The Trump administration has fired nearly all employees at the U.S. Institute of Peace in the Washington, D.C. headquarters.
This is not a government building. This building is a private building owned by the U.S. Institute of Peace. The U.S. Institute of Peace is not an executive branch agency, department, or entity. It is a separate, independent corporation registered in the District of Columbia. The employees of our building are not federal employees.
The mass firings affected between 200 and 300 employees. They were offered severance packages and 1 month of health insurance if they waived their right to sue. The firings followed a judge's denial of a request by former USIP board members for a restraining order against the Department of Government Efficiency. The White House justified the firings as an effort to eliminate wasteful government spending. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know on all that's trending in politics. Have a great day.